Do you play online roulette? Of course you do. And if you don't, you should. And more importantly, you're gonna need to know the strategies that are gonna help you win.
I love winning, man.
So sit back, grab that coffee, get comfy, and cuddle up to your screen, because I'm about to drop some knowledge bombs on you. Hey Internet, it's your old friend Dominic here with AmericanCasinoGuide.com. Today we're going to be bringing you the best 3 strategies for winning at online roulette. But before jumping straight into it, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. One of the most well-known and widely used roulette systems is the Martingale System. The theory behind this one is simple. After each loss, you double your wager. You keep doubling until you eventually win, getting back the lost money plus just a little bit extra, and then you return to your original betting amount. For the roulette pros out there, you should be wagering on even money bets that come with a 2-to-1 payout. Plays like even odd, red black, or 1-to-18, 19-to-36. For example, let's say you start with just a $1 fixed bet. If you lose, no big deal. You double your initial bet.
Another one.
Now it's $2. And for each loss, you continue doubling your bet. When you eventually win your wager, you're gonna go back to the initial bet of $1 and start again. With this system, you will, in theory, be able to recover your lost wagers and even get some small winnings. But it has 2 major issues.
Here we go.
No, here we don't go.
First, you're gonna need to have a good bankroll to cover your losses until you hit that win. If you start playing with just $1 wager, you're gonna need to have more than $1,000 in your bankroll to cover 10 losses in a row. Secondly, mind the betting limit at your table. Depending on your wager, you might have reached the maximum without getting back your losses. So when using this strategy, make sure to use it wisely.
All right, now don't do anything stupid.
Another popular strategy is the Labouchere strategy, or Labouchere, or whatever. It's French, but it's commonly referred to as the cancellation system or even the split martingale. Like the martingale, it works using even bets and is best when used with a 2-to-1 payout. But it involves more calculations than your classic martingale, because in fact, you're probably gonna need a pen and paper for this one.
First, you gotta do your homework.
So let's say you wanna win $100 with a $10 minimum bet. What you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to write $10 10 times in a row. Then you're gonna follow these 3 principles with each bet. Each time it's your turn to bet, you're gonna add the first and last numbers together. In this first example, it's gonna result in $20. If you win, you cross out the numbers that are first and last in the sequence. If you lose, you need to add a number to the right of the sequence that you lost. Repeat the process until you've crossed out all the numbers and you've won yourself a cool $100.
Oh, I like money.
Of course, not everything is perfect with this strategy, as it has the same limitations as the original martingale. If you have an unlucky run, you may need a huge bankroll to cover your losses, and it really would depend on the maximum betting cap of the table. So guys, check out our website, AmericanCasinoGuide.com, if you want to find out more about different strategies as well as tips and tricks about online casinos. It's just one click away, and there's a link down below. And the last sequence for today is, of course, the Fibonacci betting system. And just like the previous strategy, it is only to be used when the odds of winning are 50%.
The Fibonacci sequence.
And again, you're probably gonna need a piece of paper for this one. However, this time around, you're gonna need to write down the Fibonacci sequence starting from 1 and going all the way up to 34. You're gonna need to get these numbers by simply adding the sum of the previous 2 numbers together. Kind of sounds complicated, doesn't it?
I don't do numbers.
Well, don't worry, we got you covered. So here's how it works. Each number works as a multiplier for your initial wager. So if you start with a $10 wager and you've worked your way up to sequence number 8, your bet will be now $80. In a nutshell, this strategy instructs you to start with the minimum bet and start with the lowest number in the sequence. If you win, move 2 positions to the left. If you lose, move 1 position to the right. Then repeat this process until you've gone out of the sequence from the left-hand side. Again, the same issues as before apply here as well. Be sure to have a stable and sizable bankroll. As a final note, I'd like to clarify that these strategies don't guarantee you any winnings.
Oh, come on!
But are simply a more systematic way of approaching the game of roulette. In the long run, remember that the house edge will always catch up on you unless you're really lucky or you leave the table at the exact right time. Be sure to have a clear objective as well as a time and money limit. And remember, always play responsibly. So guys, that was our take on the best 3 winning strategies at online roulette. Which one was your favorite, or which one have you used before? Let us know in the comment section down below. Make sure to clickety-clack that like button and pound that big red subscribe button while ring-a-ding-dinging that notification bell. This has been Dominic, wishing you luck and reminding you as always, play responsibly.